Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with the Pills Court again. So a lot of good feedback about everyone saying, hey, Judge, really enjoyed the Pills Court. Bring some other bottles back. So today, we're actually going to dive into, these are bottles that I gave a split decision. So, and honestly, for a variety of different reasons. Some might have been either the price, so I wanted you to try it at a bar first. Some were split decision because of maybe the availability, harder to find than others. And then if you find it, are you just buying it because of fear of missing out? And others, you know, were just had other different, let's call it characteristics that I personally liked, but I wasn't sure if everyone else would like. Cool? All right. Hey, but real quick, before we dive into that, a couple of, let's call it housekeeping updates. First and foremost, I still have a few bottles left of my Woodinville barrel pick, so I'll put the link in this video. Please, if you're interested in the Woodinville cast strength, it's a phenomenal pick. I've heard a lot of great things about it, but there are a couple bottles left over, so make sure you grab yours. And then last but not least, I'm actually doing, this weekend, I'm actually meeting up with a larger number of my patrons down at Sagamore. Gonna have a blast, sip some good Sagamore whiskey, and kind of catch up and have a little bit of fun. So, hey, if you're interested in becoming a patron, tiers start as low as $3. We have a lot of fun things. Obviously, the meetups, of course, is one of them. Virtual happy hours, a whole bunch of contests, a whole bunch of fun things, and all that, again, starts at $3 per for the tiers. Cool? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these bad boys. So, let's see. So we have 4 that we're bringing back to the Pills Court. So these 4 are the, well, I say lovely. It was lovely. The O.K.I Reserve. And then we have the Jack Daniel's Triple Mash. We have the Blue Run, but that's actually the Blue Run Bourbon. So I have the Blue Run, the Rye. So luckily, a good friend of mine was like, hey, Judge, I got you. You're doing your Pills Court. I reached out to one of my buddies. So many people in my Delaware community also enjoy the Blue Run. So they actually gave me a sample of it. So I appreciate it. It's my buddy John. Thanks a lot, John, for the sample of the Blue Run Bourbon. And last but not least, up for the Pills Court is going to be Stellum Bourbon. Whoo! All right. Let me pour these real quick. So as I'm pouring these, I'm going to explain the reason why I gave each one, let's call it a split decision. So O.K.I, I actually enjoyed it a lot, and I was really close to giving it a buy, but I gave it a split decision because for me and me only, it was extremely oak forward. And I know not everyone loves a super oaky bourbon. So I loved it, and look at that. I mean, obviously I've enjoyed this bottle a lot. And I think it's a fantastic bottle, but it was, at least when I first had it, it was super rich oak. I mean, it was like deep, deep oak. But I also do agree it goes well with and without a cigar. But not everyone loves as much oak as I personally do. So that's the reason why I gave it a split decision. Not that anything was wrong with it. It's just for the fact of that one note, it was like very powerful. Jack Daniel's. Judge, why'd you give this one a split decision? I gave this Triple Mash a split decision. It was good, right? For the price point, $35, $40 bottle, Triple Mash. Up. So as it says here on the front, a blend of bonded American malt, rye, and Tennessee whiskies. I gave it a split decision because it was good. It was decent. It's a great budget-friendly whiskey, and that's cool. I primarily give it a split decision because I do think for $40, there are probably some better bottles out there. But if you're looking for a new experience coming from Jack Daniel's, then this was maybe worth a try. Again, it may have been even a little bit of let's call it, I don't want to say, you know, kind of gimmicky, if you will. But I kind of felt like, you know, the new releases from this year from Jack Daniel's, these two, or the other one that came out with it, was slightly gimmicky. But we'll see. Who knows? All right. We have Blue Run. So Blue Run, I gave a split decision because I actually enjoy the whiskey. I think this, and this, by the way, I should say, this is the Blue Run Reflection #1, 95 proof. And again, my buddy gave me a sample of this one because I only have the rye here with me. But I gave this one a split decision because I enjoy the whiskey, but it's extremely expensive. It's a $90 bottle for a 95 proof whiskey. That's a lot, and not with like a ton of age behind it either, because it's not age dated, but still, that's a lot of money. So that's the reason why I gave it a split decision. Try it at a bar. If you love it, hell, go grab a bottle. All right, last but not least, Stellum Spirits. So this is the first attempt when they created the Stellum brand. I love, by the way, I should say the parent company, Barrel. I think Barrel Craft Spirits does a fantastic job. And I have personally become a really big fan of Barrel products. I would say probably in the last 9 to 12 months. In the last year, I've really become a big fan of Barrel products. However, I will say the Stellum bourbon. So their first, let's call it, venture outside of the barrel label with their sub label called Stellum. I thought it was just okay. I really did. I enjoyed it. $55 bottle, cask strength. I thought it was a good whiskey, but maybe not one that you either had to hunt or not really one that honestly kind of stood out compared to others. And as you can tell, I've had a good bit of it, kept going back to it, and it was always just okay. It's been a couple months, so let's see if this one really kind of proves me wrong. Cool? All right, I got the gavel ready. Woo! We are set to rock and roll, friends. All right, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go actually to left or right. Let's go with Stellum for today. All right, here we go. All right. Cheers, my friends. Nose still really nice. Very fruity. A little bit of caramel. Really nice, actually. I do like the nose. All right. That's actually, wow. That I will actually, wow, hold on. Do we have a change in the verdict here? I don't know, we might. Give me 1 second, hold on. All right. Yep, so this one comes at 114.98 proof. I will say, this is a lot more bold and robust than I remember. And for a $50 whiskey, for people that love more like whiskey that has a bit more of like fruit notes to it, like your blackberries, your strawberries, apples, pears, this I think is a fantastic expression if you love a fruit-forward bourbon. And at $50, the question remains, Judge, does this remain a split decision, or is it a no buy or buy? The verdict is in. We have a change of the decision. The ruling, it has changed, folks. I'm actually going to change this to a buy. This, to me, took a while to open up, but I will say, I actually really enjoy this now. I'm honestly quite surprised because in my mind, I was like, it's not going to be changed. No way. But I will say this is actually pretty good. Woo! All right. Wow, look at that. We changed it from a split decision to a buy. Go Stellum. All right. All right. Here we go. Now we're moving over to Blue Run Bourbon Reflection Batch number 1. All right. And again, appreciate my buddy who sent me a sample of this. Hey, real quick before I dive into this, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on these 4. And last but not least, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I can't do that without your help. So hit the subscribe button and also that bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right, my friends, here we go. Blue Run. All right. $90 bottle. Whew, we shall see. All right, nice and soft. Some fruit notes in there as well, but definitely a little bit more like cinnamon, a little bit of caramel also. All right, only one way to try it. Cheers, my friends. Interesting. So, a couple of things. Number 1, the nose matches the palate. It's actually a good blend of slightly fruit forward, not as much as the Stellum, but slightly a little bit of fruit in there. Some apples, a little bit of like cinnamon, some pears as well, kind of blended around like with the cinnamon, as well as a little bit of caramel. The finish, it's here and then it kind of falls off. So the question remains, Judge, are you going to keep this a split decision or change your mind? Woo, we have another verdict here. This has changed. This is a do not buy. Oh my gosh. Wow, we are 2 for 2 with changing decisions here. Here's the reason why. The palate is okay, and the finish quickly and slowly kind of fades away. For me, if I'm paying $90 for a whiskey, I want it to be memorable. And I'm not sure if this is a memorable whiskey at $90. Is it okay? Absolutely. But the price probably should be closer to like $50 or $60, not $90. So I like Blue Run a lot. I've had a lot of their other expressions, like at bars and friends' houses and so forth. And there are some better versions out there. But the standard Reflection #1, I would say actually hold off on that one. Wow. The courtroom. Whew. I will say, Blue Run, you are held in contempt. All right. We got 2 more to go. Jack Daniels. All right, the triple mash. Again, kind of felt like it was a little bit gimmicky, but I enjoyed it. It was okay. Let's see how it is. It's been a while since I've had this one too. I would say maybe like a month. Yeah, about a month now. All right, let me get into the nose real quick. I will say this nose is actually very nice. And I remember that when I did the review as well. I did enjoy the nose on this. This one is a lot more like strawberries and caramel kind of mixed in a little bit. Smidge of cinnamon. But definitely a lot of like caramel, a lot of strawberries, a ton of strawberries actually. And even a smidge, and I'll say a smidge, of like some blackberries in the background also. All right, not bad. The nose is actually on this is pretty decent actually. All right, here we go. No, louder than that. Cheers, friends. Wow. That's interesting. In the palate, I had a lot more smoke, like that traditional Jack Daniels, you know, Tennessee, like the whole filtration process, the charcoal filtration process. I had a lot more smoke in the palate and the finish. Let me get a little bit more before I give a decision here. Interesting. Wow. That is not as much strawberries as it is more like smoke, like smoky, for sure. Definitely has changed a lot from the first time I had it. The question remains, Judge, $40-ish bottle. Sometimes it's a couple dollars less, a couple dollars more. Depends on where you're at, right? Every state is a little bit different. Am I picking this up? Yes or no? Or, in my terms, is it a buy, a do not buy, or will it remain a split decision? I'm just throwing it down today, boy. I gotta say, I can't do it. This to me lacks flavor. It's okay. I like the strawberry notes. I do like the smoke, but it's like once I've had this open now for a while, the smoke definitely takes over. And I just think that whole triple blend mash, it's okay, but sometimes just okay, it's not okay. So for me, I got to give this a do not buy. Wow. So I've given 3 separate verdicts from the last time. Buy, do not buy, and do not buy. Oh man, what's going to happen with O.K.I? Are we sticking with the original decision of a split, or is it going to change? We shall see. All right. So the O.K.I whiskey, I know they just came out with some, I saw on Sillbox some newer versions as well. Interested to see how those are. I haven't ordered them just yet, but that is on my to-do list. It might be influenced by this decision here. We shall see. All right. So the nose, I will say again. Ooh, man. Nice leathery notes. Nice caramel notes. A little bit of maple syrup. A smidge of some fruit in there as well. I'm getting a little bit of like, almost like some blackberries as well. But just tons of like leather in the nose. All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody. I will say that has a nice long finish for an $80 bottle. Yep, and this one comes in, what is the proof on this bad boy? 100 proof. For an $80 bottle, like I said, I've had this with and without a cigar. I'm gonna have a little bit more because my verdict has changed. Folks, no longer a split decision. Stop playing. This is a great bottle for 80 bucks. I love what the O.K.I brand is bringing. I'm excited about the new releases. I haven't got them yet, but now I'm definitely inspired to get them. Hey, until the next time, my friends, peace, cheers, salute. Hopefully you let me know what your thoughts are on my new verdicts, if you will, and we'll go from there. Take care, everyone. Peace.